Mental Health Awareness Week at Spiritual Awakening. Yes, I, Ezekiel, am going to be talking about my personal, what happened to Ezekiel with his anxiety and depression. I'm going to be speaking about all these things, guys, you see, my own mental health and how I overcame it. This is what we're going to be speaking about. So let's see if we can get the first person into this live, guys. And the first person that comes into Ezekiel's live and asks for a cup of coffee will be the first person to get a cup of coffee, and then we'll have a good old chat, we will. So for those of you that just joined in, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and this week it is Mental Health Awareness Week. And I will be talking about my personal experiences with my mental health, my homelessness, and my substance abuse, you see. Yes. So whoever's in the chat now, let us know. Let us know in the chat, please, guys. Anybody there? Might take a little bit of a while for people to come in. I am very early. I'm an hour early. So hello, guys. Welcome. Come in. Put your name in the chat down there and I'll make you a cup of coffee. And we can have a chat. Yes. It's Mental Health Awareness Week at the moment, you see, on this channel. So each day, Ezekiel is doing a live stream for mental health awareness, I am. Yes. Let's see how many people we can get in this live first. Right then, guys. Anybody gonna pop into this live then and stay? Let's see. Mental Health Awareness Week. You see, Ezekiel was homeless at one point, you know, some 5 years ago or so. I was actually homeless, you know. I had lost my job. I had to live in my car for a little while because I had lost my house at the same time, you know. So I was sleeping in my car, then I slept in the woods, I slept on people's sofas, I slept in abandoned buildings, I slept pretty much anywhere I could, you know. It was quite exciting though, sleeping in the woods, you know, in the summertime, but it wouldn't be very good in the winter, you know. Really wouldn't be. Oh, right then, guys, how many more people are going to be in this live, I wonder? Ah, there we go, we got someone. For those of you that just joined in this live, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and if you would like a cup of coffee, just put it down below and you'll be the first participant to have a coffee with Ezekiel. Yes. Anybody want to join this live at all? It's 11:11. What a magical time. Here we go. Serve your purpose, 11:11. Come on. Let's get somebody in this live. Yes, it's Ezekiel, guys. I'm an extraterrestrial. Anybody want to join the live? Put your name or say that you want a cup of coffee in the chat and I will make you a coffee just for you. Is there anybody there whatsoever? Anybody want to come into this live? Someone's liked the live, so I do appreciate that. Thank you. Right then, so I'm going to start talking about some of my own personal experiences again. So I was dealing with substance abuse at one point in my life, you know, and it was very difficult to stop it. It was called the devil's dust, if you know what that is, you know. So yeah, I went through my struggles personally with the substance abuse, and trying to get off that was very, very difficult, you know, especially at the time when I was homeless and I was trying to come out of homelessness. And at one point I was living in the woods, and that was very, you know, cool at the time in the summer, but in the winter time when I was homeless, it's not a good idea to be in the woods, you know. But I'm not homeless anymore, guys, you know. I've managed to turn my life around by making positive choices, you know. So if anybody wants to come into this live and have a chat or talk about their experiences or just want to listen, that is not a problem. Ezekiel is all ears as well, you know. So if any of you have anything you would like to say, this is a safe space for anybody to have their own say on what they think, or even just a little bit about themselves, maybe, you know. As long as you're being safe about it and you're okay to say anything, it's all good. So, guys, let's see if we can go a little bit longer now before anybody else comes in. Hopefully we're going to get a few more people in there. Hello, for those of you that are just joining this live, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, I am just a man in a mask, yes. And this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing Mental Health Awareness Week. We are, yes. So we're making people aware that mental health, especially for gentlemen who tend to keep everything locked up inside and not tell people their emotions, that can be one of the biggest problems, you see, because Ezekiel used to hold all that inside. And when I was bottling up all that anger and all the frustration, and I wasn't dealing with my problems, I was only using substances such as the devil's dust. I'm pretty sure you know what that is, guys. To, numb myself so that Ezekiel wouldn't think about all the bad things and the bad choices I was making in my life, and ultimately to become clean again from substances such as the devil's dust, I had to use my own will power. That was all that was offered to Ezekiel. I did have to go to a rehab, but because of the devil's dust, there was no help for that particular addiction, you see. So I had to get off my addiction myself, and I could only do that with my own willpower. I wanted to see myself blossom in such a way that I could give other people help once I had helped myself, So that's what we're doing today. This week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing Mental Health Awareness Week, you see. So I am talking about my own personal experiences with my mental health, with my substance abuse, and also about my anxieties and all the stuff that comes with it. Marx, welcome back. Thank you so much, Marx. Would you like the cup of coffee? Because the participants that ask for a cup of coffee first gets a cup of coffee, you see. So if you want one, let me know and I will make you one, Marx. Thank you. Max, I should say. I do apologize. Yeah, so guys, we're literally... You don't want... Okay, anyone, if any of you who are viewing, because I know there's 5 people in here right now, if any of you would like a cup of coffee with Ezekiel, let me know, and I shall make you one personally. I really will. Right then. So how are you doing, Max? You all good? I hope your day is going very well. We're doing Mental Health Awareness Week, here we are. Yes, Ezekiel's talking about some of his own personal experiences overcoming my mental health and my drug addictions. Oh, you don't like coffee? I tell you what, I could do you a cup of tea, Max. Max, I should say. Would you like a cup of tea? So we got... No, you're good. Okay, not a problem, Max. Anyway, so Ezekiel's going to talk a little bit more about my drug addiction when I was an addict. Yes, Ezekiel was once addicted to drugs. But the thing is, though, right, the only reason why I was doing them at the time was because I was trying to numb my brain so I couldn't think of all the bad things and the bad choices I had made in my life. So ultimately, me getting clean was making better choices, I could have continued going round in circles, doing the same thing, expecting different results. But no, Ezekiel recognized the pattern. And if you can recognize the patterns, then you can break them. It isn't that simple, guys, but with a little bit of training, anybody can do it, You just got to want to do it. So if any of you in the chat would like a cup of coffee with Ezekiel, I literally will make you one with me and we can have a chat. Just let me know in the comments and I will make you a coffee. First person to say it. Anyway, could everybody please go and like the live, and if you haven't already, please go and subscribe, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of charity work, so you guys would be amazing if you could do that. It'd really help us out, Oh, okay. Right then, guys, so I'm just going to go and talk a little bit about my experience with my homelessness. So I spoke a little bit about it at the beginning, but you guys probably didn't hear it, so I'm going to let you know anyway. So I lost my job back in 2018. Yes, I lost my job because I was using substances in the job and they caught me, So I was then fired. I lost my job. Then the house I was living in, I lost that too. And I had to live in my car for a little bit, And then I also lost that. You don't like drink coffee? That's fair enough, That's fair enough, Max. I appreciate that. So, I lived in the back of my car for a while until I had to get rid of that, and I got rid of that, and I lived in an abandoned flat for a little while on a sofa, and I lived on the floor in the corner of a flat once, and also I lived in the woods for a little while, Kuromi, would you like a cup of coffee? Because I cannot read your comment because it's not in English. I do apologise. You'd like cappuccino and latte, do you? I don't got them. I'm so sorry, Max. Anyway, Karumi, how are you? I hope you can double tap the screen to like the live, please, and subscribe, guys. It's free, it really is. And you'll be helping us out, you really are. Just by being in this live, you're helping this channel gain revenue so that we can keep giving back to our food banks, our local community in the food banks, and also the charity Samaritans, you know, because we're going to be doing some work with them soon. We're literally going to be collabing. I got a meeting with the Samaritans tomorrow, see? Yes, I'm going to be speaking to them, telling them all the cool things Ezekiel wants to do to help. Masevi Vera, I cannot understand what you are saying. I do apologize. I really do. Right then, guys. Any of you want a cup of coffee, let me know, you see, because I'm going to make you one. I'm going to pour my own now, actually, because I really could do with a coffee, you see. There. So this is the coffee that we're going to be using, guys. This one here. Right then. So, coffee in mine. I've already boiled the kettle, it's not too hot anyway. Sono Italiano, con me solo parlo Italiano. Italiano! Yeah, ciao, ciao! Ciao, ciao, bella. Yes. What time is it, Christine? It is 11. Oh, hold on. It's 11:21 in the UK. It is. What time is it for you in where you are? I'm not too sure where you are around the world, though. So it'd be really interesting to let me know. See you. I don't understand. No comprende. I don't speak Italiano, you know. Anyway, so guys, let me speak a little bit more about me overcoming my drug addictions, you see. Now, Ezekiel had to go to a rehab, you see, but there wasn't much help for the addiction that I had, see, because other addictions, substances that, that people like myself were, unfortunately doing. But anyway, there was no help for the substance that I was using other than me just having my own willpower to stop it, you see. So essentially, I had to have my own willpower to stop. So I did. I literally did, because I seen a better future for Ezekiel, you see. So wow, in Pennsylvania, it's 6:21 a.m. Oh, it's early there for you. Good morning there. Good morning, Christine. It's really nice. It's really nice to have you so early joining for Mental Health Awareness Week on our live stream. I do really appreciate you, you know. So I'm going to be talking personally about my own experiences with my mental health, my homelessness, and my substance abuse that I used to, be under. So yeah, I'll be talking personally about these things and showing and telling you how amazing my life is now once I turned it around by making better choices, you see. Yes. Hi, Max. I know you're saying hi again. So yeah, guys, literally, right, I went from being the worst person in the world I could be, right, by destroying myself, by ruining my life. I wasn't making good choices whatsoever. And once I decided to start making better choices, my life literally started to change in the most positive way. I'm telling you now, it's most invigorating. It really is. I'm so glad that, that when I was in crisis also, I was in a crisis where I wanted to unalive myself. You get me? And in my crisis, I rang the Samaritans charity, you see. And I rang them, but the first 2 times I rang them, I couldn't say anything. I just put the phone here and I couldn't talk. Then the second time I rang them again, then I still couldn't talk. And then the third time I rang them, I opened up and spoke to them. And as soon as I spoke to them, I felt like a massive weight being lifted off Ezekiel's shoulders. And then from that moment on, I'd only started to get better. And I wanted to strive to become the best person I could be, so then I could help myself, so then I can help others. So this is why Ezekiel is here right now in this live doing Mental Health Awareness Week, because the amount of people just in the UK alone that are affected by mental health each day, every hour, someone is lost in the UK due to mental health. Yeah. So I can't sit here and not do nothing about it with this channel, you see, because that would be selfish, because I'm a sole survivor of all this myself, you see. Twice I attempted to do something bad, you know, and it wasn't my exit time from this world, because I had purpose and a reason once I realized that. And once I realized that Ezekiel had purpose and that I could help myself and then to eventually help others, that is what kept me going. Because I thought, if I can keep going, then you guys can too, you know, because you humans are so divine. You have no understanding that you have this divine power that sits within each and every single one of you, you know. Christine, thank you. Good evening. I have major depression disorder, but I am on medication and it helps me stay functioning. That's really good to hear, though, that your medication helps you stay functioning, you know. It's very important to stay functioning, and I'm glad that you found a route that is working for you. That's really important, you know. But just remember, though, right, that Ezekiel cares about you, okay? I really do. And if you ever want to pop in for a chat, I'm always all ears. I really am, you know. And just so you know, okay, I might say the wrong thing, I might say something I shouldn't or something, you know. I'm not perfect and I'm not trained at this sort of profession, you see. So just so you know, guys, I will make mistakes, but I am just a guy in a mask, remember. I'm only human too. So guys, I'm not here to try and pull the wool over your eyes. I am just a guy in a mask, remember. You know, so, but yeah, if you guys just want to listen to me talk about my experiences, that's not a problem. But you feel free, just like Christine, who's opened up there and told us a little bit about herself. And you know what, Christine, you're amazing. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate you, you know. I really do. So, guys, if you haven't already, please, can you like the live? Yeah, and go and subscribe, guys. It's literally, it's free. It's absolutely free. And you'll be helping us as Spiritual Awakening, actually, with all the charity work that we're going to be doing, you see. So can't wait to do all that on a live. It's going to be epic, absolutely epic. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Christine. You really are. Yes, you're us. Thank you so much. Why, Von? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You know, I really do, man. I mean, you know, there's so much going on in the world, and I don't want to be naive and turn my attention away from them, you know. I want to be able to use this platform in a positive way to be able to help humans and help everyone. You know, I think it's so important for us to, you know, to be able to move forward together and create this. Basically, we've created a movement called the Awakened Spirits. And it's part of our membership, actually, guys. So if you do join our membership and become part of the Awakened Spirits, all of that revenue is going to go towards helping these charities we're working with, such as the Samaritans and all the local food banks in our communities, you see. Yes, we've already done some work with our local food banks already. I paid a visit to them, I think it was beginning of the year now. And I went in there and asked the food banks, what sort of things do you need? Because I don't just want to turn up with all different types of foods and different things that you guys are just probably going to never give out. So what did they need? And they needed things like tinned food, rice puddings and beans and stuff like that, you know, and what was it? Shower gels and things like that, and soap. You know, little necessities that you humans really need, because when I was homeless, right, I didn't have the availability to be able to have these necessities or foods and things like that. Only until I was then housed in a hotel during COVID in 2020, during COVID time. I was put into a hotel, and I lived in a hotel for a year and a half. Yeah, until then I was offered my own place. So during that time when I lived in that hotel, I had two options. And I thought to myself, right, I can either continue destroying myself by taking these substances, ruining my life and making bad choices. There's a dog barking outside. Or I can use that time living in that hotel to turn my life around in a positive way. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew if I just kept pushing to create a better world for myself that I could. And I eventually did, you know. I literally got clean. I exercised, I rode a bike every single day. I got fit again, and I knew it was very important for my mental health to eat good food. So I started eating really good food and learning about nutrition. When I learned about nutrition, I got really, really excited because I really like biology, especially human biology and extraterrestrial biology. It's very interesting. We're quite similar, you see. So let me read some of these comments first. So, Brady Pigeon. Hello, I don't have the best mental health and really struggle with prioritizing it. How can I manage my mental health along with social life? With my social life, do you know what? Because that's one of the things I struggle with is my social life with my ongoing depressions and what have you. Because I might have overcome my depression, but it will always live with me. You see, it comes in and comes out. So when my depression gets quite bad, I find that I don't want to go outside and I don't want to mix with other people. So I tend to like to be on my own. But it's very important, though, that when we are on our own, that we speak nicely to ourselves. Many a time I've been in the mirror and I've shouted at myself in the mirror, saying horrible things at myself, And that wasn't good for Ezekiel, you see, because just like a computer needs to be programmed with coding, when you build a new computer, you program it with code, you see. And just like us, we program ourselves with our emotions and our feelings and how we talk to ourselves and our friends. Because if I spoke to myself like I did or if I spoke to my friends like I did to myself back then, I wouldn't have any friends. And the friends I got now are the most important things to me. They really are, they've been there for me and they've been through the same struggles too. So it's so important to be around others if you can. But yeah, I do find it hard to. Someone was trying to ring me. I hope that helps, though. I really do hope that helps. But yeah, good food also helps as well, I didn't have very good access to food at the time. But Brady Pigeon, I hope that helps, though. I really do. So, it is hard to prioritize mental health, though, especially when you're so busy with, work and things like that, it can be very overwhelming. So I think I deal with ADHD as well, which I find I'm always constantly doing something different and changing things, and I get fixated so crazily sometimes, especially when I do a video. Sometimes I get so fixated that it's all I can think about, and it drives me crazy sometimes. But I do enjoy making videos. I really do appreciate Brady Pigeon. I really do. Thank you for being in the live. I hope you can like the live, please, and subscribe. I'd love to have you back in here again to speak, I really do. Yvonne, I'm in a hotel because of being hit by... Oh, no way. Now I am here because I did not want my did not want my husband daughter to see me hurt. It's true what you say. I did have a bad habit over... the thing is, though, right? The only reason why we do substances or anything like that is literally to help numb us from the reality that's in front of us, It really is. And, it's hard to make good choices when we're so deep into, the dark side of it, It really, really, really is hard. But you know what? I've been through some dark times, and I've managed to come out on the other side, and now I look back at them and I see that these dark times of my life have helped push me forward. I see them now as I look at them and go, I've learned a lesson from that, and that lesson I'll bring along with me for the rest of my life, So yeah, I can imagine the cops, though. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I can't believe that's happened. I do feel really sorry for you about that. And then having to stay in the hotel because of those reasons as well. Wow. I bet that's a bit of a struggle, isn't it? How has it been in the hotel, though? Because when I lived in a hotel personally, I had a really scary time. There was quite a few scary things that happened to Ezekiel there. Someone didn't really like me there at one point, But I was always trying to make friends and try to be happy and, and put on a brave face. Like everyone used to say to me, you always look so happy. Why are you so happy all the time? And I just used to say, because when I see you put a smile on my face, because you humans always make me happy, I love talking to humans. In Oklahoma City, yes, it's not a bad place. It's the cost. Everything's so expensive though, isn't it? It really is. It's crazy how expensive things have gone. It really is. We've got 24 people in the live. Let me just introduce myself. I feel a little bit rude for not doing that, you know. So, guys, I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel, yes? And this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a Mental Health Awareness Week. So right now, you are in my Mental Health Awareness Live, and I am talking about my own personal experiences here, guys. I'm literally an open book. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, and I am literally telling you guys the bones truth of what has happened in my life, my experiences. I promise you, I would not lie to you guys. Back to I wish everyone a wonderful morning, afternoon. Oh, it was really nice of you, Christine. I wish you a good sleep, I do, lovely, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining in and having a good chat with Ezekiel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Goodbye. So, guys, that was lovely. I really enjoyed that. She's lovely, she is. Thank you for being there. So if anyone else would like a little chat, you know, it's not a problem. You can just drop your comments in. And I will talk to you guys. Pyra, hello. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but for those of you who just joined in, let me introduce myself. I'm your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel, yes. And if you just landed on this live, let me just tell you a little bit about it. At Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a Mental Health Awareness Week. Yes, I am Ezekiel. I'm going to be talking about my own personal experiences with my mental health, my depression, and my substance abuse that I don't do anymore, of course. So I'm going to be talking about those personal things. So guys, if you would like to also drop your comments in about anything, it could be a personal experience about you or a friend or yourself, you know, it's up to you, as long as you know that this is a safe space for any of you to open up to Ezekiel. And I promise you, I'll read your comments and I will speak to you. I really will. I'll try and do my best to try and help each and every single one of you humans to become spiritually enlightened. Yes, a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's discarding who you are not. Yes, we are all the actors, scriptwriters, and editors of our own lives. At any point, we can change the act, the script, or the edit. You just have to realize that, guys. I am spiritual. Thank you for sharing your life. I am not afraid to speak over. 40 people have passed away at the detention center. It's not good in the past 12 months. I am awakened. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of numbers, that is. Speak over. 40 people, that's crazy. That is crazy. Were they, like, what sort of ages were they? It's crazy. Yvonne, that's nuts. Dove appetit. Thank you, Kamuri. We appreciate that. Anyway, so, tell you what, guys, if you all want to let me know what country you're from, whoever's from the coolest country, I'll pin that comment at the top. Well, frankly, it gets to the bottom, doesn't it? But I'll pin your comment. Wherever you guys are from, let me know. And if Ezekiel thinks it's a cool place, I will definitely pin the comment. Let me know, guys. Let me know. What do you want to talk about next then, guys? Okay. Let's maybe talk a little bit about more of my substance abuse. Yes? So the substance that I was abusing was, I won't call it by the actual name, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to guess when I say the devil's dust. Do you know what that one is? Don't say it, but it's the devil's dust anyway. So I was addicted really bad, really bad. And, you know, it was my own willpower that I had to get off it. You know, it wasn't going to be easy coming off such a substance, you know. But I had to do it, and I did it with my own willpower. And I did go to a rehab, but the rehab didn't offer anything other than just being able to talk. That's it. You know, there was no help with the substance I was using for anything to come off it. You see, like there is for other substances where there's medications that people can take to slowly come off. I just had to go cold turkey, you know, and I did. I went cold turkey. So Yvonne, it's not being shared on the news. There's tombs in front of the detention centers. I'm originally from Texas. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I can imagine why it's not on the news there, Yvonne. I can imagine, I know why, And yeah, these patterns seem to happen quite a lot, don't they? Stuff that doesn't get onto the news properly. So, yeah, so originally from Texas. So, have you ever seen an extraterrestrial before, Yvonne? Let me know in the comments. Or a UFO, considering you're from such a place, Texas. It's quite a known place for UFOs, I think. Oh, it's a delicious coffee, that is. So we're only half an hour into this live, guys, right? It was supposed to start at 12 o'clock, so once it hits 12 o'clock, I'll be starting my timer from there on also. But does anybody... Okay, yes, Yvonne. So, I'll talk a little bit more about my personal experiences again. So, now I'm clean from all substances, and now I've got my head screwed on. I met the most amazing people. They helped me build Spiritual Awakening, this channel, to where it is right now. So we've got on the group, we got Luke, Drew, Paolo, and we got Logan, yeah? Those 4 boys have helped build this place, this channel, to where it is now. And we had Luke on one of our lives last night, and there's going to be one of the boys is going to be in one of our lives on Friday, Hot Holes. Go and check it out, guys. It's an up and coming. It's the 2nd episode of Hot Holes that we're going to be doing, guys. It's really interesting. Brilliant. But let's get back to the mental health awareness, right, guys? So let me read these comments I have. It was the best feeling ever. Oh, that's brilliant. It's brilliant. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about how I am right now in the present. So obviously I can reflect on the past and I can think about the things in the future. But ultimately, when I started living in the present and stopped worrying about the past and stopped worrying about the future, being able to live in the present now allowed Ezekiel to be able to free my mind enough that I could make better choices. These better choices led to ultimately a better reality for myself. And being able to look at my depression as it was, my depression was out here. It was everywhere. It was a mess. My depression was an absolute mess. So what I did with my depression was I literally turned it from depression to compression, compressed it. When I compressed my problem, I don't mean I literally grabbed it and pressed it. I mean that I seen the problem for what it is. I recognized it. And then I decided to see what it was trying to teach me. Therefore, I then took my depression and compressed it to look at it. And I decided there was better choices to be made. And yet, the drug addiction that I was under at the time, yes, was only serving a purpose of trying to numb myself, to stop myself from thinking about all the bad choices that I made. Therefore, when I started making better choices, the depression started to go away. It was as simple as that for me. I know that we're all different, and all you humans are very unique individuals, and you are all so different in many ways, and not everything that Ezekiel, how it worked for Ezekiel would work for others because of the uniqueness of all of you humans. So I said no to chemo and radiation at 24, now 41. Fair play, you're still going. Well done. Fair play, Yvonne. Fair play. Well done. Give you a round of applause for that. Well done. Well done. That's amazing. I'm so glad you're still here, Really am. Woo! Anyway, guys, so... Right then, and where I am in my life now is... it's crazy because I've got this channel now that I've built with my friends, so I have a really good friendship with them. We've done collaborations with other channels. We're doing a collaboration soon with one of my favorite charities, which is Samaritans. And Samaritans were literally there for Ezekiel when I was in my crisis, where I was literally falling apart. I wanted to not be here anymore. I think you understand what I mean by that. I didn't want to be here anymore, right? So I didn't have anyone to speak to. I didn't know who to speak to, but then I Googled who to speak to, sort of thing, in a crisis. And the Samaritans number popped up. The Samaritans, for those who don't know, are a charity. Yeah, and this charity you can ring if you're in time of crisis or anything like that. In a time of crisis when you don't got no one to speak to, you can ring the Samaritans. They are there day and night, guys. They really are. And they were there for Ezekiel. And like I said, the first time I rang them, I couldn't say anything. I couldn't find the words. I couldn't find the I didn't know what to say. I just didn't know what to say at all. So I hung up, and then I rang them again, and I just didn't know what to say again. So I hung up, and the third time I rang them again, and I just said, I don't know what to say. I need help, please. And they just said it's okay. They spoke to me and they helped me. They helped me in my time of need. And you know what? I feel so happy inside that happened, that they were there for Ezekiel, because I would not be here today. And yeah, I'm crying under my mask right now because I am a human, but I'm still here today, and I'm so glad that I could be here and share my experiences with you guys. I'm crying under here, guys. I really am. It is hard sometimes talking about these things, but it's the best thing for me to do, get it off my chest, guys. It really is. The amount of people that are literally disappearing off our planet each day is crazy, guys. And I can't sit back and do nothing about it, I want to do something about it. I really do, but I can't do any of this, guys, without your help, guys. I can't help others without your help. Your help is really going to help others, guys. It really is. All the charity work that we're going to be doing soon, I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. Oh, guys, I'm all welled up under this mask. I'm so sorry to see you on here. I'm thankful for you, understand. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry to see you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Do you know what? Thank you so much, Yvonne. I really appreciate that, I really appreciate you too, I really do, guys. Oroku, hello, Oroku. It's so nice to have you in the chat. It really is. For those of you that just joined in, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes. And this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a mental health awareness week. We are, yes. So right now, this is a mental health awareness live. I am just a man in a mask. Yes. But we're talking about my personal experiences with mental health, how I overcome them, and my drug addictions that I also overcome. And, my homelessness and stuff like that too. So, guys, if you just want to listen, then just listen. It's not a problem. But if you do have anything you would like to say, then just put it in the comments below, guys. And if any of you would like a coffee with Ezekiel, then please put coffee in the comments, and I will make you a coffee personally. I'll put in milk and sugar if you like too. So let me know, and I'll make you a coffee in this mug. Anyway. Max, can I play Roblox? Probably not today. I do apologise, but I will be playing it another time, I can imagine. I've got quite a lot of views on there before, see. I like playing Obby. Which one do you like playing, Max? I do like Obby, It's incredible. Very difficult to do, But yeah, but guys, you see, if someone doesn't talk about mental health, no one will, you see, because I don't really see much of this on the television, so it'd be nice to bring this more to the world via our live streams, you see. So, guys, if you would like to become part of our membership, these awakened spirits, then, guys, it's not that expensive to start. Level 1 is literally like £1.99, and that'll let other people know when you come into the live that you are part of the Awakened Spirits movement. Our membership is literally helping our charity work out, see? So, guys, please help us out, and I promise you, we will do all the live streams for the charity to show you guys exactly where the membership money and all the money on this channel is going, because, it's going to do amazing things, guys. I'm telling you, it really, really is. Thank you all for being a part of it as well. Yvonne, I just want to say I used to be very depressed. I understood must go with then. Yeah, without much love and light. Oh, thank you so much. You know what? I appreciate someone who can understand, and thank you for understanding. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate the time that you're giving just being here in the comments. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, guys, please like the live and subscribe. It's absolutely free. It really is. It's incredible. Ah. So guys, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my personal experiences again. So let's talk about again in the present right now. So yeah, so we're doing some really cool things with the charities soon, the Samaritans and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to do it. I've actually got a meeting with the Samaritans charity tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I'm really excited to do that one, you know. It's going to be quite cool being able to talk to this charity and come up with some really cool ideas maybe for the live streaming, or, you know, maybe a fundraiser or something that maybe we can attribute, or a collaboration in the videos where we actually film with the Samaritans. That'd be really interesting. You know, I think the Samaritans are very important to me because they were there for me in my time of crisis. So, you know, I think that being a survivor, that, you know, I think that the collaboration would be the best thing to do, to be honest. So, guys, if you do have any more questions, put it below, guys. So, yeah, the charity work and stuff that we're going to be doing as well with the airsoft, the battles, where we're going to be tackling or battling hidden hunger in our local communities by giving the food banks lots of food. You see, that's another thing that I was inspired by Mr. Beast to do all those things. So guys, if you would like a coffee, just let me know. I will make you one. Just put in the comments that you want a coffee and I'll make you one in here. I really will. Got the coffee here. Join Ezekiel for a coffee and a chat. Come on guys, let me know if you want a coffee below in the chat. Yeah, so my own personal struggles with substance abuse was very difficult, you know, very difficult. Being on the devil's the devil's dust, you know. So it was a very difficult one to stop, you know. It was so easy to get as well. It's crazy, so easy. But yes, I mean, I'm just glad it's all done with now anyway, and I can move on because the bad choices I was making doing that stuff was not helping me. But at the time, I thought it was. You know, I thought I was invincible. You know, when I was young and I had, you know, I had all the horses in my engine, I should say, you know, like a car. When you buy a car at first, you know, buy a Ferrari and it's got 1,000 brake horsepower, you know, so 1,000 horses in there. And after about 10 years or so, there's like 50 horses left in there because the car loses power, you see. Just like our bodies eventually lose some horses, if you could say that. But that's okay, you know, because with good nutrition and good food, we can always get good health, you know. It's so important for good health to have good food. Yeah, if you're not eating good food, it's not good, you know. That's what I found in my personal experience, that food really does help with my mental health. Any of you guys had the experience of eating good food and having really good mental health with that? Or the vice versa, where I've eaten lots of junk food and my mental health ended up being really bad, you know. And that's simply because of the low nutrition in the food, so the body starves. The body's actually starving, and the body will take nutrition from the bones and from the parts of the body that is required. But, you know, at that cost of creating a weaker body, you know. So putting the good nutrition in means that the body can then break down the nutrition and use it, and not have to remove nutrition from the body in order to feed the body, you see. Very interesting how the biology works in humans, you know. Very, very interested. I do enjoy learning about biology. So guys, yes, if you were just joining, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and this week we're doing a mental health awareness week on the channel. Yes, each day I am doing a mental health live stream at 12, but today we started an hour early. Honey Thompson, welcome back to the live. Thank you for coming back. I do appreciate you. Thank you. You're a legend. Thank you, Honey. So guys, yes, I mean, are there any questions you would like to ask me about my, you know, mental health that I overcome? Any of you have any questions? You know, I used to find it, I still today actually, find it quite difficult going into shops, especially on the weekend when there's lots more humans around, because I don't like being around people very much sometimes, especially when my mental health isn't that great, you know. But it's acknowledging it and understanding that it's only my nervous system that doesn't understand personal growth and that wants to always take me back to the old me. You see, my nervous system wants to take me to something it recognizes and not personal growth because it doesn't recognize personal growth. Therefore, it will always try and get me to go back. But it's acknowledging and understanding that my nervous system, when it reacts, it's just reacting because it's scared. And then I talk to myself kindly and I say, Ezekiel, it's okay, you're safe. You're safe and you're loved, Ezekiel. Okay? And then the nervous system can calm down. Because the nervous system is literally listening constantly. So therefore, when I speak bad, the nervous system hears bad and becomes bad. If I speak good, the nervous system becomes good and only wants good. Yeah. Very interesting it is. Thank you, honey. Thank you. So, guys, we got 22 people in the live. If you could all please like the live, I'd really appreciate that, you know. I really, really would. And if you have any questions for Ezekiel, please put it below. And I promise you, guys, I will read them out, you know. Oh, days. I need to get a new mask already. Look at it. Look at it. It's all broken on here, you know. It's taken quite a beating, this mask, you know, but I do really like it. I like it a lot, you know. Shakazdo, I'm not too sure how to say that. Who's this guy? Oh, let me introduce myself. I am your... put that here, actually. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes. And this week, we are doing a mental health awareness week on Spiritual Awakening. Yes, where I, Ezekiel, will be talking about my own personal experiences with my mental health, my homelessness, and my drug abuse back in the day. So, guys, I am literally an open book. My heart is on my sleeve. I have nothing to hide. I am open and I am ready to tell you guys the experiences that I've been through and to share with you how that I am a survivor of mental health. Yeah, I was in a crisis and I rang the Samaritans, the charity that were there for Ezekiel. Viri, thank you for coming back, Viri. I do appreciate you, you know. I really do. Thank you for coming back, Viri. Yeah, we're doing the mental health awareness week again, or mental health awareness video again. It's alive, isn't it? Yeah, so we're just talking more about my personal experiences again. So thank you for joining into the live again, Viri. I do appreciate that. And Shaq, thank you for being in the live. I hope you now know, Shaq, who Ezekiel is. And guys, I just want to say though, right, there's a reason why you've landed on this page today. Yeah? You might not know what it is right now, but I promise you, if you stick around, you'll realize what we're up to here and the good things that we're doing and the positive changes that we're making. And you guys can become a member of our positive change. And the memberships are literally going to help fund the charity work that we're doing, guys. It literally is. So if you want to become one of our awakened spirits, then guys, all you got to do is become one of our members. It's only like $1.99. That's it. That's it. Henny, your words, I've been talking to my priest and he stayed with me for a long time and able to get through a few things and feel so good. But I'm so good. I'm so happy for you, you know. That's really nice that he took the time out to be able to do that for you. I really appreciate that person, you know. We should give him a clap. I really think that's amazing that he did that for you, you know. So I'm glad that you're feeling much better too, honey. I really am, you know. So guys, just like Honey there, she's sharing her own personal experiences. And you know, I'm so proud of you guys. I really am, you know. I'm so proud of you being able to have the strength to be able to share things with others. Because, guys, you are inspiring others around us, you know. Just by opening up right now, right? Because Ezekiel knows that men, especially gentlemen, don't like to tell people what's going on. They bottle it up. They bottle it up, you see, guys, and it's not good to bottle up all those feelings, you know, and not tell anyone, because communication is the key. But it's so hard to be able to communicate when we weren't taught how to, you see. Communication, this is how important communicating is, right? If you wanted to learn to drive a car or a new skill or go on holiday or do something new, you need to be able to communicate. So whatever skills that humans or extraterrestrials are trying to do, if we can't communicate, then we can't get that skill done properly, you see. So communication is literally key, guys, you know. It is very hard, though. I will say that. Anyway, so I prefer freedom. What the hell? The thing folks do to the internet for a few views is crazy. Guys, well, do you know what? Yes, and I prefer freedom. That's a good question, though, you know, because, yeah, I do agree with you there. The sort of things people do to get views is sort of crazy, you know. I do agree with you on that one. This live, let me just tell you a little bit about this live, okay? This live is for a mental health awareness week, okay? I'm a sole survivor of, you know, at the time I didn't want to be alive. So you can imagine what I mean by that, you see. So I know how many people in the UK alone, every hour, what I will say not disappearing, but aren't here anymore. And I was almost that statistic twice. I was almost not here, you see. And I was homeless, I had drug addiction, and I overcome all of that. And I'm here now. And now I want to use this channel as an outlet to be able to inspire others and also do a lot of charity work, you see. So I'm dressed up as an alien right now, yes. You know, and if it gets us more views, that's more revenue for the charities and things that we're going to be doing. So this is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know, because the views do matter. They do matter, you know. And the views also show me and the group at a spiritual awakening that the audience is liking what we're doing. So guys, I mean, you wouldn't be here if, you know, we've got 38 people in the live, guys. So clearly you're enjoying what we're doing anyway. But I prefer freedom. I appreciate your comment. Thank you. And if you've got anything else you'd like to talk about, I would really love to hear it. Anyway, everyone be like him. He's a legend. I like that. I really do. All your comments, I literally like them all. I do. Even if you were to come in here and try and, you know, cause a mess or anything like that, like other people have done before in the past, you know, it's okay. It really, really, really is. I've had people come in here and say some of the most craziest things, but it's fine because this is a safe space for all of you humans to speak. It's okay. It really is. I've got a very open mind, you know. So if any of you have any questions, I don't mind answering them. You'd like to ask me about my own personal experiences with substance abuse or my homelessness, or, you know, what it's like as an extraterrestrial living here, is up to you. I am just a man in a mask, obviously. So yeah, guys, we've got 30 people. Please all like the live, guys. It's literally, it's so simple to do. And if you could subscribe, guys, it really helped the channel out as well. Thank you. Appreciate you. Me douche. You're wearing this thing on your head. Why am I wearing this on my head? Well, I am a man in a mask. And to be honest, I'll tell you what, it'd be easier if I just introduced myself, because you probably just come into this live. So here we go. Me douche. Let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a Mental Health Awareness Week. Yes, and I, Ezekiel, are talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my mental health, my drug addictions, and my homelessness, you see. So, guys, if you do have any questions, though, I will love to answer them. So, that was a good question, though, me douche. That's a good one. I like it. It's a good question. So if you do have any more questions, just let Ezekiel know, and I promise to answer them. Like I said, this is a safe space for all of you to speak your mind. I got some Blender stuff to do. See you, boys. Oh, do you know what? That's really cool. I hope you enjoy doing your Blender stuff. I'd love to see it. Anyway, thank you so much for being in the live, me douche. I do appreciate you. So, guys, if there's anyone else that would like to comment and ask a question about Ezekiel, please. Newbie, do you have a substance abuse? I did. About 5 years ago or so, I was addicted to a substance that we'll say the devil's dust. Yes, I'm pretty sure you might know what that one is, the devil's dust, you see. Yes, I was very much addicted to substances, and once I realized I was only doing the substance to try and numb my brain so that I couldn't think about the bad problems, the bad choices I made in my life, you know, and ultimately I had to go to a rehab to get off the drugs or the substances, right? But I wasn't given any like medications to come off them on, I think, because there wasn't any available for that particular substance. Therefore, I had to use only my willpower, you see. And I did. I made sure that I did. I wanted a better life, you know, because we are all the actors, the script writers and the editors of our own lives. At any point in our lives, we can change the act We can change the script and we can change the edit, you see. So that's all I had to do, was change the bad habits by making better choices. And therefore, because I made better choices, I'm here today to be able to share with you guys and hopefully inspire you guys and others to be able to talk more about mental health, especially you gentlemen, all you gentlemen that are listening, right? I know for a fact, because I'm a gentleman also, right, that us gentlemen, we tend to bottle up all our emotions. I've done it. I've literally done it, you know, because personally for me, I didn't want my family thinking that I couldn't handle my own stuff, you know, that I couldn't do things right, and that I wanted to try and prove that I could do it on my own, you know. And I think that the day that when I rang the Samaritans and started asking for help because I was in my crisis where I didn't want to be here anymore, I literally didn't want to be here, so I rang them. And it changed my life for the good, you know. It made me realize that there was help out there. And opening up and accepting help allowed my heart to open to be able to allow all the wonderful things that came to me for being positive and off the substances. So yes, thank you. Enja, thank you for being in the live. I really appreciate you guys. And very thank you for coming back in the live again, guys. Literally, if you could all please like the live and subscribe, it's free. You really will be helping the channel out. And if you guys want to become a part of our membership, who then we will call you our awakened spirits, you see. So our membership, if you become part of our membership, you will literally have a badge next to your name, which will prove that you are part of our awakened spirits membership. Yes, this membership is going to help fund the charity work that we are going to be doing at Spiritual Awakening on our live streams, guys. So you guys are literally OGs of this right now. You are the originals. So any help that you guys can give, please do. So Cooper Trooper, so why are you wearing an alien mask? For honestly, not making fun or anything. Like, I'm just honest curious. Is because you don't want people to know who you are even. Well, I'm wearing the mask because Ezekiel, this extraterrestrial, actually plays a character on this channel, you see. So his character has been inserted into some of our videos recently. So if you go onto our main page, you'll be able to see a video called Ouija Board at a UFO Crash Site. And that is where Ezekiel actually first came into Spiritual Awakening, this channel. Therefore, I also then recently got asked by YouTube to join a vertical live bootcamp to then teach Ezekiel, me, to do vertical lives like this, so that they can then train me to become better at what I'm doing, because they said that they really like the content that I'm making and they want to try and further my efforts to try and help Ezekiel to make all the brilliant things that I'm trying to do come true, especially for all the charity work that we're going to be doing, see. So literally, you are a part of it, guys. Much you have said positive. I'm glad you go clean. You should show your true self again. Congratulations on getting clean. I'm sure it was difficult. I really appreciate that. And yeah, do you know what? It was very difficult. It was very, very difficult. And Ezekiel did it. I really, really did, you know. And I want to be able to inspire others to be able to do the same thing, you know, because I think it's so important for the people that have been through it to help other people, because we literally, I've been in the shoes of many people that have worn the same shoes and been in the same place. And it's crazy because, you know, that there's so many of us humans around going through so many terrible things, and we bottle them up, especially men. And the statistics show that every hour there's at least one human that's gone in the UK alone. And I can't sit around and do nothing about it, guys. I can't. I literally can't. I didn't know aliens were already on Earth. I'm missing something here. I'm just a man in a mask. But good comment. I'm literally an extraterrestrial character, okay, guys? So let me introduce myself, actually, guys. I feel really rude for not doing that, you know. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a mental health awareness week. Yes, each day at midday, Ezekiel, I am doing a mental health live stream where I am talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my mental health, my drug addictions, and my homelessness, you see. So, guys, I mean, you can comment if you like, or you can just listen. I really don't mind, guys. What do you think of Black Cube Saturn worship going on? I'm not too sure what that one is, actually. Can you let me know some more about that, Stephen? I'm also an alien, but an illegal one. Very. I understand what you mean there. I like that. We JDD, are you actually human? Yes, I'm a human. I literally am. I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I wouldn't do that, you know. Bruh, we'd go do your homework. You guys gotta be nice in the comments now. Be nice in the comments. Guys, stop commenting rude comments. If you don't like, just move on to this person. Their experiences. You know, it's okay though, Cooper. Thank you though. I appreciate that. But it really is okay. You guys, I mean, obviously, if you're gonna, you know, have a little argument with each other, you know, that's between you guys. But just know that this is a safe space, okay? And you can comment whatever you want to comment as long as it's within the YouTube guidelines and the policies, guys, right? As long as it's within the guideline policies of YouTube, I am okay with what you say in this live, guys. I really am, okay? It's okay, like I said, it's a safe space for all of you, okay? It really, really is. I wouldn't lie, guys. I really wouldn't lie. So, yeah, I mean, now that I am clean, I have all these amazing things and opportunities that have come in my life now, you see? And so, like, yeah, I'm really happy that I get to be able to do these live streams and the opportunity I've been given with these live streams recently. So I've had a manager, a YouTube partner manager for the last 6 weeks. We've got 4 more weeks left with them, with this manager on the training courses for YouTube. And then Ezekiel graduates the Vertical Live Bootcamp, you see, and hopefully I will go further because they said that they're looking for standout creators for their creativity. So I'm hoping that the creativity of Ezekiel is going to go a lot further. So guys, I had a dream last night where alien ship was flying over us at the beach. Wow, what beach was that now? What part of the world are we talking about? Or was it just a beach that didn't exist in your dream? Let me know. It's pretty interesting, that grey matter. Interesting, you know. So guys, if you have any questions about me overcoming my mental health or my homelessness or my drug addictions, just put the question below, guys. I really don't mind. You can ask anything what you want. Like I said, I'm an open book and my heart is on my sleeve. I may have a little cry sometimes when I'm opening up about things, but that really helps me. It helps me to be able to open up because some of these things, guys, I might be telling you, I might not have ever told anyone before. You know, I've kept things in sometimes, you know. I never really spoken to anyone. And that's the problem with us gentlemen, is that we just literally bottle everything up and not tell anyone. And then it gets to the point there where the bottle gets so full, the pressure builds up and it becomes depression. And then we need to compress it. And compressing it, I mean literally looking at the problem for what it really is, yeah, and not reacting to it, but thinking, what's this problem trying to teach us? And once we can sit in that frame of mind and not react to the problems that are thrown at us, because life doesn't get easier, okay? The problems will always come. It's just we get better at dealing with those problems when they happen. That's the thing. When something happens and we react to it, bad things then happen because we reacted bad. But when we sit and see the problem for what it is, and the problem can teach us something, it might just only be something subtle, but sometimes it's a reflection and it's teaching us to look inside. We're always trying to look outwards for all the answers, right? I constantly was always looking for the next answer out here somewhere in the environment around me, when really the real answer was to look inside. And what I mean by that is to be able to close my eyes and to sit there in silence. Okay, very hard to do sometimes because the mind is racing. And when the mind is racing, it's hard to calm. So when I could, I would sit there in silence and I would think right then. In my mind, not with my words, in my mind, okay, I would think to myself, right, what is my heart telling me? Follow your heart and you cannot go wrong. You literally cannot go wrong. When you feel something in your heart, it is telling you the truth. The heart does not lie. It does not lie. You know, so when you can sit there and think from the heart instead of reacting, I know it's very hard though, beautiful things can happen. It really can. Cooper, I always could tell my father kept things to himself when I was growing up. I wish men could express their difficulties. Our society makes men out to be strong and can deal with everything when I think you didn't get to put the rest of your comment. Make you weak. Men have emotional. It's so true. Yeah, we're told as men that we shouldn't cry and that we got to be strong, and and I think that because we're all so individual, even women are so amazing and individual too, But because all humans are so unique, all the techniques that we are sometimes given for these, like, we must be strong, you're a man, come on, man up, it's not, doesn't always work for us, you see. It's not what we need to hear. It's simply a lack of love. If we got a lack of love, that's what our problems are. A lack of love. And when we don't love ourselves, we then push ourselves to places where we can then abuse things like substances and ourselves. It's crazy when I think back at it now, because I think back to when I did those things, and instead of it being something that makes me upset, I see it as a positive thing that pushes me forward. It gives me the propulsion to move forward. It gives me the energy to keep doing what I'm doing, because I know that what I'm doing is literally what you guys would call God's work. I don't say it as G-O-D, I call this the source, but you guys call it G-O-D. But I appreciate and respect that though, so, I would never, ever, ever slate any religion, because all these religions are actually very beautiful. All religions, I'm spiritual but not religious, you see. Therefore, I found spirituality. Okay, spirituality is about searching in oneself, realizing that you are the spirit. Okay, we are all spirit manifesting in a physical body in this physical dimension that we call planet Earth. You see. So guys, let me read some of these comments again. It doesn't make you... Okay, so... agree. Yes, Barry, I agree too with Cooper's comment, It's, us men need to really open up, because the statistics for the men are rocketing. And just over COVID, I've seen, and personally, over COVID, I've lost a few friends. And recently, I've lost a friend. And when I heard about that, sorry, I'm going to cry again in a minute. Oh, days, it's about to touch this topic of my friend, but I'm going to do so anyway. So, I recently lost a friend, and what made it even harder was that he had recently bumped into my mother, and had been asking about me, and then a week later, he's no longer with us. And it just absolutely ripped my heart out on that day, To find that out, it really, 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 really ripped my heart out. But I knew that now that he was at peace, and my thoughts were there for his family and his two kids, and it was a dark time that day, But I try to stay positive and move forward with it, and that he is in my memories, and that he will always be in my memories, and therefore I could always go back there in my memories and visit him. So yes, it's not all doom and gloom, because spirituality helps me understand that there is an afterlife after this, There really is an afterlife, and that my friend Richard is now at peace because he was not at peace when he was here. Oh, days. Sorry, you guys, I just want a little cry a second. Okay, we're back. Darth Viper, welcome back to the chat. I really do appreciate you. And okay, thank you. Find a fake alien hand, so put on blue gloves. I've actually got the fake alien hands as well, okay? They come up to about here, and they're very bulky, and I find it quite hard to pick things up at that, so I just decided to put these blue gloves on, but I have got them, Oh, it is. Yeah, very. It was heartbreaking. It really was, and so many of my friends lately, man, it's just crazy. Since COVID, it really is. Woo! Right, okay. I'm just trying to catch up with these comments because his choices, he is comfortable and loved. It let him. Yes, because of the good choices I've made, I'm now feeling so much better. Moving better, movies, also sending hugs, hope, many good things on your way. Thank you, Victoria, thank you for that comment. I really appreciate that. And why do I have this on? I'm not sure. Edits, I have this on because I'm just playing a character for this channel, see. Right, Astro, thank you for being in the chat. I appreciate it. Don't worry about okay, it's okay. Now an alien lying about COVID. What was I lying about COVID for? I did want to do. Let me know what that was for about, okay? Let him speak though, it's fine, it's okay. It's a safe space for everybody to speak, remember? You're my new fave live stream. Oh, Victoria, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Sure, let me just quickly introduce myself then, because I feel all rude when I don't do that. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on the channel, we are doing a mental health awareness week, yeah? So, Ezekiel, I'm going to be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my mental health, drug addictions, and my homelessness, So we've already touched on a few of these topics already, but if you would like to ask me, if you want to ask about those topics or anything, just fire away, guys. I don't mind telling you, thank you, though, Victoria. I really appreciate that. Explain the theory of relativity if you're who you say you are. I'm an alien, mate. Not a real one. I'm a pretend one. But that is interesting stuff, though, the theory of relativity, though. I would love to learn some more about it because I don't know it. I don't know everything, I know Einstein's theory of relativity, though, isn't it? I know who that is. But Ezekiel doesn't know everything. I'm not that intelligent, So I will make mistakes, and sometimes I may say the wrong thing, guys, but it's okay. I love the mask. We don't show your face in the internet. We create our own image of that person. We meet the soul first. Oh, you are so right there, You are so right. Do you know what? That makes me really happy, though, because it's nice that people also think like that, It's not all about the looks, guys. It's about how we interact with others and how we communicate. Because when we communicate, we can help each other, And once we can help each other, it makes a better world. It really does, guys. And this is the channel for a positive outlook on life. It really is, guys. Oh. So, edits, what is this? I think I explained to you already, didn't I? Carol, hi, at the moment I'm off sick due to suffering breakdown at work. Now, that is one that I've also experienced myself, I've had multiple breakdowns at work. It can be very, very difficult, especially when you've got a lot on your mind about at home, and it's very difficult not to bring those things into work as well. So I really feel for you there, I really do. I hope, though, that your time off, you can have a nice relax and recover, you see, because it's so important to eat some really, really good food as well, Carol. If you eat some really, really good food, it'll help with the, feeling depressed. It really helps when you eat some good food. So for my advice, I would say, if you would like, to listen, you don't have to, guys. Like I said, I don't know everything, and I'm not a trained person at this, but a little bit of my advice would be that go and get some fresh air outside, go to the sea or to the beach, and maybe go with a friend, and if you would like to, you could speak to that friend and just, tell him about, how beautiful the beach is, and or maybe about some of the cool things you would like to do. Maybe you could plan some of that stuff and have something really fun for the future to look forward to then. So, Naja, thank you. Thank you for being in the chat as well, Enja. And thank you for being nice to Victoria and everyone else as well. It's so nice that you're all being really nice here. He's talking about... Yeah, I am talking about some serious stuff here, I really, really am. My experiences with, my own mental health and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that actually now. So, not a problem, Carol. I really appreciate you being in here. And guys, if you haven't already, please, guys, like the live and just subscribe. It's literally free, guys. It's free. And if you want to become part of our membership, the Awakened Spirits, you can do so. And by doing that, guys, you are literally helping us fund our charity work that we're going to be doing. So if you also want to donate, guys, it's pretty easy. You just got to tap the button down there and send a super like or a super chat. And guys, you will be literally helping us out with the charity work that we're going to be doing. So, do you have Instagram, Victoria? I can imagine she might do. Okay, so a person wearing a fake alien head talking about mental health is like a dog trying to teach people how not to go after a bone. I can see where you're coming from there, but it's very important to understand that the reason how I came into being a man in a mask. You see, now, for one, if I was to take this mask off right now, I would not be anywhere near as confident as I am right now. Therefore, it gives me and brings me peace of mind and confidence. So I look at it like this, yeah? You could probably swipe past my human face. You wouldn't care. But I'm an alien. Now you're stopped and you're here. And because you're here, yeah, now you're talking. Therefore, you are part of this positive movement. So well done. What cool mask man rhymes with Gug. I'm not too sure what that means. So what else we got here? Cooper, he has said multiple times, it is a safe place, just please move on. He's obviously yeah, I know, exactly. But it's okay. It's okay. It is okay, Cooper. I don't mind. I know here and I want some friends that these funny comments. Lexi! Thank you so much. I appreciate you being in. Let me just quickly introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a mental health awareness week, where I, Ezekiel, talk about my own personal, how I overcame my own mental health, my drug addictions, and my homelessness, you see. So I managed to overcome them and become the strong person that I already was, but now I am here today to be able to help inspire others to do the same thing, Rhymes with Grug. Okay, I get it now. Lexi, I'm happy I don't see it that way. Anyway, is it Lexi? Then I think I might have missed it because of all this spamming. I'm not too sure why you think I'm a nutcase, though. Maybe you've seen some of the other shorts where I got a bit messy in the kitchen. Alright, rhymes with Greg, come on. Come on now. Give other people the time to be able to comment as well. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all the comments, though, rhymes. I really do. It's okay. Like I said, this is a safe space for you all. Okay. So, yeah, my journey, where it took me about, about 5 years now I've been clean. And, I've got a new family now. I've just had a baby recently. He's 9 months old, coming up now. And my life has completely changed. I wake up every morning to my partner and my son. And do you know what? It is the best feeling I could ever have to be able to wake up next to my family, each and every single day and feel loved and supported, because, you know, I was always trying to feel loved and supported, but I was just making bad choices, you see. So, love to you too, Rhymes. I appreciate you. Thank you. What a legend you are. The shirts are awesome. Thank you, very. I appreciate it. Some of them are a bit crazy. Mary, hello, welcome to the live. For those of you that just joined in, let me introduce myself. I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, this week we are doing a mental health awareness week on this channel. Yes, I will be talking personally about my own experiences with overcoming my mental health, my drug addictions, and my homelessness, you know. I'm an open book, my heart is on my sleeve, and I am literally opening up to each and every single one of you humans, and hopefully inspire you guys to be able to do the same too and help others. Really, really would be amazing if we can do that, wouldn't it, guys? And if you would like to be part of our membership, the Awakened Spirits, guys, that will really help our charity work too. You know, tackling hidden hunger in our local communities by bringing foods to the food banks, and also doing some charity work. Literally, I'm talking to them tomorrow with the Samaritan charity tomorrow to talk about how we're going to do some collaboration together. Really excited for that. Sailor, what's up, brother? Welcome, greetings. Let me introduce myself again. I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, yes. And I hope that you guys are really enjoying your day, because I'm having a really great day talking to each and every single one of you. I find it so amazing. We need to feed the homeless and veterans first, and the elderly. Exactly, guys. Exactly. And ideally, when I want to do this charity work with the food banks, when we deliver food to the food banks, not only that, we want a food truck outside the food bank cooking and preparing food and giving food to the people who are coming into the food bank. So before they go into the food bank, they can get a good meal in them, so they can make some good choices, you see. No one should go shopping on an empty stomach. So no one should go to the food bank on an empty stomach either, you know. So anyway, guys, you know, the work that the food banks are doing is incredible. And they are under so much tension and stress, right, that the amount of people using those services is literally bleeding them dry. So it's up to us, guys, me and you guys, yeah, because I can't do this without any of you guys, right? It's up to us to make these positive changes, right? It really is. So if we want to see a better world, we are the ones to make those positive changes. So guys, if you want to be a part of this membership of the Awakened Spirits, do so. It's really cheap to join. It's only $1.99, guys, and that will help us out a lot. Thank you. So yeah, feeding the homeless and the veterans and the elderly, so important it is. You know, it is so important. Especially the children in the schools as well, you know. Very important for them to also get good nutrition, considering that they are the ones that are going to be running the world when they get older. Oh, thank you so much, Victoria. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really do. Thank you so much. You know, I don't think it's going to be very long until we do some of this charity work. We'll probably start doing it like next week now. Start taking lots of food into the food banks and showing you guys exactly where the membership money goes and all of your donations. And guys, just by you being in this live right now is creating revenue also. You get me? So by participating, just by being in this live right now and seeing the advertisements that pop up, yeah, if you watch those advertisements all the way through, the revenue will increase more because advertisers will pay more money for the slots on my content, you see. So watching the adverts all the way through actually boost the revenue because advertisers will pay more because people are watching the adverts. I know they're quite annoying sometimes, guys, and I'm not expecting you to watch them, yeah, but it does help us. It really, really, really does. And I've never actually told anyone that before, so I'm sharing that with you guys now, you know. It's a little trick that I figured out, you know, that if you watch all the adverts all the way through, the revenue stream goes higher. It's really simple. It's a costume, Tiffany. It's a man in a mask. It really is. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. But yeah, thank you so much, Victoria, though. I appreciate that. Why do you have loads of butane canisters on the top of your fridge? I'll get one down now. So, one of the episodes that we did on our live was cooking with an alien, you see. And if you watch that live back, it was the second live we ever did. Okay, cooking with an alien. It wasn't cooking with an alien, was it? Chocolate. I think it was chocolate bugs or something like that. We made chocolate bugs anyway, right? And we were eating chocolate bugs on this live. And I needed some cookers, and we used camping cookers. So I used this gas with the camping cookers I did. I hope that answers your question. I mean, you can only go and check it out on the live if you want. It's there. It's the second live we ever did. Do you have loads of... Oh, yeah, read that. Sailor, lol. Tiffany, oh, dang. Victoria, good question. It was a good question. Crazy Swifts, what the hell? I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. This week we're doing a mental health awareness week. So yes, I'm talking about my personal experiences with my own mental health and substance abuses and homelessness, see? And also reading all your comments. Good. So what I want some chocolate now. I would love some chocolate. I like Feastables, you know. So did you see the chocolate bug one, did you, Victoria? I was hoping to do a collaboration with Mr. Beast on the Feastables one day, possibly. With strawberries. Oh, strawberries dipped in melted chocolate. Oh, especially Feastables, that would be delicious. I might just do a live stream just doing that. That'd be very interesting, wouldn't it? Oh, yes, chocolate strawberries. You're making Ezekiel hungry. Woo! Do I have a laser gun? I do. Do you want to see it? Although, I really shouldn't be showing you all. But this is it, guys. I can't actually work it right now because if I was, I'd probably destroy this kitchen. But this is my laser gun, guys. Yes, it's a standard issue from the Galactic Federation, you know. Looks quite like a Men in Black gun, doesn't it? Yes, it's not loaded right now, therefore there's no colour in the chamber. If it was loaded, it would have a red colour to it. Yeah, but guys, I am just literally a man in a mask though, so... It's not a real laser, obviously. But it's just a prop. So yeah, this is like a sci-fi fantasy with action. Oh, that's a funny that is. It's like so pay it forward, people. Yeah, maybe like, yeah, sailors. Thank you. Do it, of course, Matty. Of course, my partner hates it, you know. I'm always tooting. Toot, toot here, toot there. Maybe, imagine a live stream. This would be funny, actually. Imagine I could do a live stream, but before, I eat lots of baked beans. So then the day of the live stream, I just light all my farts on the live stream. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? You go, boop, whoop. That would be pretty funny. Just an idea. He definitely burps. Yeah, Barry, you've heard them, haven't you? I don't know who that is. A very. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Oh boy, baked beans, it's gonna stink up. I know, Victoria, it probably would, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm slowly floating off subject, so I'm gonna go back to the subject, guys, okay? So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about... I'm gonna talk a bit about, actually, the homelessness. Yes, okay. So we spoke about... At the beginning, I'm going to let you all know now, actually. So, at the beginning of my journey of this, I was working as a mechanic, you see. And during the time in 2018 is when I lost my job, when they found I was using substances during work, and I lost my job. And the house that I was living in, I lost that too. And I ended up living in the back of my car for a little while, and then I also lost the car. And then I would live in places, like I would sleep on people's sofas, or I would then sleep in abandoned buildings. I've slept in the woods in a hammock. You know, I've pretty much tried everywhere. And luckily at the time when I was sleeping outdoors, it was not cold at the time. So I was very, very lucky because the UK gets very cold and rainy. I was quite lucky the time of year that I was outside at the time. So yeah, I mean, ultimately then, you know, The day is another cool point about my homelessness and getting well again. Actually, I do always overlook this one. So one of the members of Spiritual Awakening who's in the group, Drew, he is also known as Ginger Nuts if he comes into the chat, right? He was there one of the days I had a crisis, right? I had a crisis, I went somewhere, and I was sat on a bench, and I was in a crisis, and he just popped out of nowhere, and he was like, "Oh, hello, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, not that great, actually," you know, and I told him a little bit why I was there, what I was doing, and he told me that there was so much help that was available, and I didn't realize that there was all this help available, you know, and when I started reaching out to the organizations then, and getting all the help I needed, it really, really, really did help opening up, you know. Happy you're in a better place. Thank you, very. Hello, some of us actually been abducted. Well, we're actually going to be doing a YouTube live later on about are aliens real, and you can actually talk about any of your experiences if you are an abductee, or if you know someone has seen something, or just your own experiences of seeing a UFO or anything like that. It's a safe space for people to talk about those things, you know. So maybe you'd like to come into the live later, a-hole, and talk about those things. I'd really appreciate you coming in. A-N-U-K, you're fit, it's cute. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Hi from Singapore. Welcome from Singapore, guys. Let me just quickly introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and this week we are doing a mental health awareness week. Yes, and today we are doing the live stream, making awareness to mental health. I am talking about my own personal dealings with my mental health, drug addictions, and homelessness, and how I overcome them, and that I'm here today, and that I can help others because I helped myself by making good choices, you see. And I couldn't have done any of it without making the good choices. So why so someone can rip off the story and write a book? So, well, I mean, if someone would like to write a book, I don't really mind. It's a good question, though, a-hole. Good question. Roxy, are you a real alien? Nope, I am a man in a mask. Victoria, same with you, girl. We need more of this. Thank you. Which drug I'm not anymore. I'm actually a doctor. Maybe I could help you. I really do appreciate that. I do, So I was addicted to what we will say, because I don't think I can say it. I'm not too sure. But I was addicted to, it's a white substance, okay? And I nickname it the devil's dust. If you know what I mean by that one, let me know. Yes, 100% we do. Yay. We're all aliens. We are, though, technically. All of you are aliens. Really? You are right there. I still got my Insta in the chat, lol. I've slept with a gun for 22 years because of what happened. I'm not laughing, matter. Yes, it's okay. I'm not here to laugh or poke or anything like that, This is a safe space for each and every one of you, and even you, to open up. And if you'd like to, it's a safe space to do so, So you can just listen to my experiences, and but if you would like to share anything, a-hole, we are all here to listen and not to judge, okay? Thank you for being in the live. So yes, if anybody would like to ask anything about Ezekiel to do with his mental health or anything, guys, I'm more than happy to talk about it. Anybody whatsoever would like to talk about it, just let me know in the chat. Ezekiel is an open book. There's nothing you can ask me that I would not tell you, unless it does not fall under the YouTube policy guidelines. And then, of course, I won't be able to answer that. But I'll let you know anyway. I won't be rude to you. Oh, days. It gets very hot under here, guys. Very, very hot. So I've been on this live for 94 minutes now, you see. So you can imagine what it gets like inside this mask for Ezekiel. So guys, we've got 24 likes in this live. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 30, guys. Come on. Everybody like the live. And please, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe. And if you really want to become a member of our awakened spirits, guys. It's only $1.99 to join the membership, and it really helps bring us closer to doing some more positive changes by helping our charity work out, guys. So please help us out. Can you briefly introduce yourself, where you're from? Of course I can, Anu. So I am your friendly. Let me do it properly, actually, because I don't want to do it half. I want to do it properly because each and every single one of you matters, you know. So I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing a mental health awareness week. Yes, where I, Ezekiel, am going to be talking about my personal experiences with my mental health, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. But of course, I overcome them now, so I'm here. And this is a safe space for each and every single one of you to be able to talk without being judged, you see. Because Ezekiel cares about what your opinions are and what you believe and everything about you guys. It's just so amazing. You're all so unique. You all come in with your own stories and things to tell. And it really helps because we're all starting to open up. So this is the avenue for you guys to be able to, you know, make a positive change. So I hope, Anu, that answers your question. If there's anything else you'd like to ask, though, go ahead. It's a safe space to do so, remember. Can you? So I've used before, so I know how that. And a year ago. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, you know? It really, really is hard trying to stay clean, you know. But I've been clean for like 5 years now, so I'm proud of myself. Let me introduce myself. I'm Anu. I'm from Singapore. I'm 26 and I'm a doctor. You're always welcome here in Singapore. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, you know. I really, really, really do. Thank you so much, Anu. Oh, Singapore, that would be an amazing place to travel to, you know. I bet you're doing some amazing things there as a doctor as well, aren't you? Thank you for your work. Fair play to you. Helping everyone out as well, I can imagine. What sort of doctor are you then, if you'd like to put that in the comments? If you want to share that with us, that is. I would love to know more, Anu. Thank you. Paham, Ziggy Zog, Big, yeah. I think you're trying to speak some alien Zolp language there, aren't you? But I speak English. Yeah, we've got a doctor. Yeah, we got a doctor in the chat, yes. Funny enough, I had a doctor in the chat yesterday as well. It was a lovely lady. It was. She was talking about how she's you know, a doctor with mental health and stuff like that. A doctor for mental health, I should say. So very Victoria. I did about 10 years after having my first daughter. I didn't have any more to direct me, as I was something we talk about in Mexican culture. Ooh. Okay. Interesting, that is very interesting. I love it. I know, girls, you're strong. Oh, wow. It's nice that you're all being there for each other here, you know. Yeah, I'm very proud of you too, you know. Do you know what? This chat here, right? You guys are being amazing in this chat, you know. I'm so proud of you. Look at the positivity that's being spun in here, right? All of us here right now, you might not think about it like this, but guys, we're literally helping change the world into a better place because we're talking, we're communicating, we're like philosophers. See, philosophers, yeah, are some of the greatest thinkers that have ever lived, you see. And Ezekiel strives to be such a philosopher. So philosophy, it's all about love and wisdom, you see. So when philosophers look at problems in the world, we tend to look at them in such a way where we can search inside to find the answers, you know, because philosophy is literally about love and wisdom. So when we ask big questions about the world, big questions, and then we can answer them inside. Very internally it is. Do you know what I could do with some more coffee, you know? It's got cold now. Delicious. Thank you, Victoria. Nipple Tweaks, welcome back. Thank you so much, Nipple Tweaks. I do really enjoy you being in the comments. I love your name, you know. I find it very funny. Very beautiful too. Look at you guys. You can make me a little cry. It's so beautiful seeing this, you know. It really is. Naja, hello again. So guys, I think that maybe once I've gone to 100 minutes, I think I might gotta stop. Which country are you from? What do you do for work? So I am from the United Kingdom, you know, and this is literally what I do for work. Yes, this is literally what I do for work. Not this particular live stream, but I'm a content creator. This is what I do. Yes. Yeah, welcome back, Nipple Tweaks. Birmingham. Yes, I know such a place in England. Naja, hello. Nipple Tweaks, I get the a lot, bud, but how are you today, bud? I'm just back from a 6-mile run an hour. Wow. Oh, I do apologize. A 6-hour 6-mile run. Wow, that's quite far, you know. I think if Ezekiel was to try to do such a thing, I would realize that my health is worse than my 2 seconds. If I was to run, okay, I would probably realize that my physical health is worse than my mental health, because running gets me very tired, and I don't think my mental health ever got that tired before, if you get me. Oh, yeah. Big up Berry, yes. Big up Berry. And Victoria, man. I tell you now. Some of my favourites here today. Literally. And Nipple Tweaks also, you know. Legends, guys. I love the love in the comments, honestly. Makes me want to stay here all day and just keep talking. So what do I do to work out? Do you work out or lift? Victoria, I do Muay Thai kickboxing. And I've been doing that twice a week for about 3 years, you see. And that was one of the things that I did to help keep my mental health and my fitness right, you know. It's been amazing learning how to defend myself, because I used to walk around with my head down. And I always used to get quite scared of other humans, you know, provoking me and intimidating me, even though they weren't. But I was always scared. So I guess a part of my healing was to be able to learn such a skill, to be able to protect myself, you know. I don't want to be able to attack people or anything like that. I just wanted to learn to protect myself. And in doing so, I learned Muay Thai kickboxing, you see, and I got pretty good at it, you know. So, you know, we could do something about that at some point on a live stream. Maybe I could do kickboxing on the live, so maybe you could see a little bit how Ezekiel managed to, you know, do such things and stay in good mental health because of those activities. So you soon get used to running. It is good for mental health, isn't it? Messi or Ronaldo? I actually pick I Show Speed. I threw a spanner in that one, didn't I? Victoria, wow. My guy Daniel in Birmingham does kickboxing too. Woo, just common in the UK. Maybe it is, yeah. Maybe it is quite common in the UK, you know. And any one of you live streams want to know anything about medical stuff or their licenses, just ask, I'll help. Oh, thank you so much, Anu. That's amazing to be able to know that we have that available for us to be able to do. What a legend you are. Thank you. So, nipples, I need start up again. Since surgery I have give up because I was restricted. Agree, definitely helps. Could go after Kung Fu Kev out to MMA match. That'll get a few in. Yeah, an MMA match would be really cool, wouldn't it? I could probably do that, you know. Actually, funny enough, on one of the new shows that we're doing, Hot Holes, on our live streams, one of these shows, probably going to be episode number 3, I'm actually inviting a person onto the show. I'm not going to tell you who it is right now, but I'm inviting a person onto the show who is a mixed martial art professional. And he's going to be showing Ezekiel some of those jiu-jitsu moves and MMA stuff. So it'd be really interesting to be able to interview that person whilst doing the hot holes. So hot holes is simply a range of different hot sauces. And then we dip onion rings in the hot sauce until it gets hotter. And I ask that person questions, just like that program Hot Ones. We got their sauce, actually, one of their hot sauces. The last dab experience is one of the hot sauces we got, but then we got 2 sauces that are hotter than that one, and all of our sauces pretty much are hot from start to finish. So we got the hottest holes in the galaxy, and soon some of the hottest holes on planet Earth, if you know what I mean. Especially if you eat all that hot sauce. So yeah, that's the sort of things we're doing. Mr. Billy, hello. Thank you for the spamming. I do appreciate it. Nipple, I had a full hysterectomy. I had... Wow, my mother had a hysterectomy, you know, and she's had cysts on her ovaries and stuff like that many a times and had them removed and stuff. And the hysterectomy is a very, very, very serious procedure too, you know. It's a lot to be removed from you, you know. It really is. But can I ask how you're feeling now since then, having the hysterectomy? I can imagine that maybe a lot of things have changed for you in a positive way then, I'm guessing. It's the whole point of why that was done, I guess. Let us know in the comments. I'd really love to read about that. Girls, I don't know what, but glad you're okay now. Yeah, I really am glad you're okay too. Yes. So her nipple all day by far hardest surgery. I had 10 surgeries, so it definitely sucked. I can imagine. You're a strong woman for sure there, Viri. You really are, and you've proved that. You literally have proved that there. Wow. What an inspiration to us all you are, Viri. Wow. It's amazing to have you in the chat, you know. It really is. Nipple tweaks, I wouldn't sit squats, but just be careful to start steady build up. Yes, you've got to definitely steady build up. Nipple tweaks 10. Why are you calling? Who are you calling 304s? I'm not too sure what that's about. Those 304s messing me up. I'm not too sure what that means, 304s. Let us know, Mr. Billy. I need advice. What are these 304s? Maybe Ezekiel can help you out? Oh, I would love to, you know. Let Ezekiel know what you mean. I'll let you know my thoughts. It's the guy croc in the human form. I'm not too sure what you mean. You've been a little bit too vague there, Mr. Billy. Can you just let me know straight up what 304 means? Victoria, come on. Nipple tweak, stay strong, you'll get through it. Sounds like a fighter. Yeah, stay strong, guys. It is. Come on. It's slang, is it? It's the guy code for ho to say 304. Oh, okay. And now I understand it. There we go. We learn something new every day. Wow. Thank you for that, Mr. Billy. Appreciate it. 304 on a calculator, then type spelt backwards is ho. Right, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Thank you, Billy. Now I understand. Thank you. Nipple tweaks, my stomach has been long damaged from kids, but as long as my husband doesn't mind. Yes. So what else we got? Billy, I'm struggling with these 304s. They're taking my money now. Oh, days. Maybe you should stop taking them on many dates then. Yeah. What do I eat? Hierphonic. I eat spaghetti bolognese and Mr. Beast Feastables. I love it. I do like Feastables, but spaghetti bolognese is my favourite food on planet Earth, you know. Are you ChatGPT in human form? I wish I was, Billy. It's a good question, though. No, it's a good question. I would like to be an image generator. That'd be funny. Yes, Victoria, it's all about picking good choices, isn't it? Because I've made bad choices when it comes to such relationships and stuff, but if I didn't get into those relationships, those bad choices, I wouldn't be the person I am today because they taught me something, you see. They really did. Those relationships taught me a lot, and I thank those people who I was in relationships with and helped me get a better outlook on life, you know. So very important, you know, that we see the good in the bad in order to learn what it's trying to teach us, you know. Oh, thank you, John. You lobe my nose. And we've got Nipple Tweak. Check the movie out that I told you. Holla, HLO, hello. Thank you, come to the live. Same with the exact opposite with this guy's Billy. I'm secretly running a meth lab with those gloves. Oh no, you figured it out. Damn it, I was Breaking Bad all along. You didn't know, eh? No, definitely not cooking a batch of that stuff. Not again, anyway. I'm done with all that stuff. I never dealt with that thing anyway, you know. Right then, guys. I think that I am... Actually, we've got quite a few people in this live, so I might go a little bit longer, you know, guys. So maybe I'll go a little tiny bit longer. So, does anybody have any questions upon the topic of mental health awareness that you would like, Ezekiel? Because I'm not going to have too many more minutes left now. So if you guys would like to ask anything, nope, I'm off birth control, been on it the last 5 years. Okay, that's interesting. Nipple, yes, you're the fourth kind. Guys just cheated. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know what it's like to get short end of the stick. Yes, yes, the short end of the stick. Been there many a times. Victoria, oh beautiful, there's a good men. There are good men out there, you know. They're not all bad, you know. It's a choice to be bad. That's the thing with you humans. You humans were given free will. And free will means you have the choice to do good or bad. You understand? It's all free will. But sometimes it's hard to make good choices when you are what you would call so far in the woods that you couldn't see out of the woods. You get me? But it's okay to acknowledge when we feel in such a position. Then, if we could acknowledge when we feel in that position, like I said, and turn that depression into a compression, yes, well, we can look at it for what it really is and learn what it's trying to teach us. These are the sort of tools Ezekiel used, you see. Mental health awareness, I did a lot of that. At school, I think we should do more. Yes, that is a very good question. That is, do you know what? We really should do more. That's why Ezekiel is doing what he's doing right now. So thank you for being a part of that. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. I really appreciate that kind words. I strive to be good, you know. Modern women, proper ball egg, just want to act 18 when they're my experience. Nipple tweaks, I'm sure we all have an array of different experiences, you know. But like Ezekiel, I always used to complain about the same thing. And never did I once, until I got clean, never did I once think I was the problem. When really I was the problem. You know, not everything's the same, of course, but I was always blaming everyone else and never myself. And when I started realizing that I was making bad choices by the women I was dating or, you know, relations with, then I made bad choices. And it was only until I decided that I wasn't going to be like that no more. And then I waited until I was in a good place. And then I manifested the beautiful, beautiful woman in my life who I am with today and who I have a child with now, a 9-month-old child. And she is so amazing. And do you know what? I'm so glad I met someone who actually understands me, yeah? Understands the amazing things that I want to do in the world. And she helps push me forward in the most positive way. And do you know what? If you're watching, I love you so much. I really do. And I'm just so over the moon that I have such an amazing family around me. It's the most important thing to have, you know. I do learn you're not tolerant. Certain behaviors I forgive you exist. Thank you, though, Nipple Tweaks. I appreciate your comments. You're in the next Star Wars. Am I in the next Star Wars? I could be, maybe. You never know. That'd be interesting. I'm not related to Thanos, no, but I would like to play some Fortnite. Fenrir, you look like at least 23. You're aging gracefully. Yes. You definitely do look like you're aging gracefully there. You should be a partner. As it should be, a partner is meant to help you grow. Exactly. Exactly. It's called a partnership for a reason, isn't it, you know? You know, it's very important, you know, to find the right person because all of the animals in nature, you see, they don't just go willy-nilly with any old animal. They make sure that the selections are very important. So some birds do dances with special colors on their feathers to try and attract a female, you know, and the female will wait until she finds the partner who has the most amazing dance and the best colors on the bird feathers, you know. So even the animals make good choices, you know. It's crazy. Right then, guys, I am going to have to go now. It's been a pleasure. We've got a lot of numbers in this Mental Health Awareness Live today, and I am so amazed by how many of you have actually joined in and chatted and liked the live. And look how many numbers we got in here, guys. 51, like constantly, pretty much, guys. I'm so gassed about that. Thank you to each and every single one of you. And I'm going to go through and talk to most of you right now and say thank you. So, Viri, thank you. Hypophanic, thank you so much. Victoria, thank you so much. Mr. Billy, thank you. Nipple Tweaks, as always, thank you so much. And High Tech Hot Dog, I would love to sing a song next time on my live. If you pop in, High Tech Hot Dog, subscribe, pop in, ring the bell on when you subscribe, and it'll let you know as soon as I go live, right? Well, I should do. But YouTube doesn't do that most of the time, but I'll let you know when I'm live. Then you can pop in. I'll sing a song for you next time. It's not a problem. Kobe Morgan, this guy makes me blink a lot. I bet you I do. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Oh, My Town Drunk, thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate that. I really, really, really do. Thank you so much, My Town Drunk. I really appreciate that. Now, guys, I literally have to go right now because I got human things I got to do. You know, I got to eat some food as well. So I hope you can all join my live later on. I'm not too sure what time I'm going to be going live later on, but we're going to be talking about, are aliens real, and extraterrestrials and UFOs? And if you have any experiences about those things, I'd love to hear about them. So guys, thank you so much. Over and out from Ezekiel. I love each and every single one of you. And remember, guys, each and every single one of you matter to Ezekiel. Goodbye, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Bye, all my awakened spirits. I love you all. Bye.